Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and welcome back with another Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Now, this one was against Frozen Glace on Pimp Knight's chat. Now, I did, as you'll see here, this is just a PUT battle. I did lead off with Parasect because, as you'll see with her team, I am weak to every single one. So I was like, yep, I am definitely leading off with my Parasect. So unfortunately, Parasect is going to go down straight off the bat to the air slash. I was hoping possibly she'd try and set up and I can get a spore off, but that's what happens. So at least a little bit of HP from Life Orb. Okay, so I'm going to bring in Swoobat here. Now this is actually my physical Swoobat. I thought, it is simple. So, I mean, the ability is simple. And so that means I get double the boost. So instead of getting just +2 in special defense there with the amnesia, I get +4. So it works out really well because now I know she won't kill me without a crit. And so I'll go for the knockoff. I'll get rid of the life orb so I then know that the move is going to be weaker than it was before. So Ice Beam's going to do less, but it will do enough to knock me down to my Lychee Berry. So instead of getting +1 from the Lychee Berry, I get a +2 in my attack. So it really puts Swoobat in a good position. It gives me a chance to actually use a physical Swoobat. So I'm going to go straight for the Acrobatics just to make sure this Swan is going down. So I probably could have taken that with any of my moves. But anyway. So here comes in the Shiny Oricorio, which is the Sensu, I think it's Sensu, form. And I went straight for the knockoff. It did do a nice chunk of damage. Unfortunately, even though I do knock off the Rocky Helmet, I do take damage from the Rocky Helmet, so that puts me in range to go down to the Toxic here, which was a bit upsetting because I would have liked to have seen my physical Swoobat do a little more, because it is kind of a fun set, just something fun to do, and I like using it. So I thought, oh well, that's 2 down. So I thought, oh well, I'm going to bring in my Arbok here. She can't poison it. I should outspeed, so I should be able to take this thing out with relative ease now. And I do outspeed, I just go straight for the crunch. I'm not setting up, not doing anything. And that's the Oricorio down. So now I did actually bring 2 Pokemon, which one is this Arbok with the Z move on it. But to this battle, and I was like, oh, okay. So I decided, I won't use it, I don't think. So I get hit with the Air Slash there. And I get critted. It's an absolute large amount of damage. Obviously is super luck. But with the Life Orb there, that was too much damage. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to bring in Behemoth here because, this thing could have Night Slash, which it does. But as long as I survive, I should be able to get a good hit off on it because I have got Analytic. And I am quite a bulky. I believe I have max special defense, though. Max HP, but nonetheless, I am quite strong. So I take that thing out there, the Unpheasant, female Unpheasant there, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm happy with that. That's gone. That was a bit of a worry. Then comes in the, I don't know if it's a Hay or How form Oricorio, but it's going to just Toxic me straight off. Now, whenever this happens, I always think, I kind of wish I was synchronized Behemoth, but I do like the Analytic. But due to the fact that I did survive that, I am able to get the Recover off, so I'm not going to go down too quickly to this poison. It does give me a chance to do a little bit of damage. Anyway, so I was deciding here, I thought, no, I'm going to swap out because this is a Flying Psychic and my moves are attacking moves anyway. Energy Ball and Psychic, so I can't do that much. I did unfortunately bring Jinx in to the Teeter Dance, so I am confused, but I wasn't too afraid and I thought, as long as I can get a decent hit, I'm going to cause some damage. So I do get through and get the Frost Breath off. And it's funny, every time I use Frost Breath, I know it's a 100% critical hit chance, and I still always go, oh, a critical hit, and then realize how dumb that thought was. Okay, so I'm like, okay, well, this thing's used Tailwind, Teeter Dance, Toxic, and I'm like, I'm wondering if he's got a 4th attacking move or not. At this stage, I'm thinking not, but I'm not sure. So I thought, oh, well, at least I'll take him out here as long as I get through the confusion. But, of course, I don't, and I slap myself in the face with those hands, and that's a bit of damage to me. So I'm like, okay, well, this thing's obviously a bit stally and annoying, but that's alright. I really do like cool stally stats. I know a lot of people hate them, but I like to use them, so I generally don't mind versing them because I know what it's like. Anyway, so this Oricorio here is obviously no attacking. It's all status moves, so now it's revealed Roost. So I get the Frost Breath off again, which is good. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm getting some damage, but it's still not a heap. And if I hit myself in confusion enough, I'm going to be stalled out with the Toxic, and I can't do enough damage to this in one hit. So I get to the end of this turn. I probably spent a little bit deciding this one. I thought, no, I'm going to swap back out here. I'm going to swap into the Behemoth because I don't want that Toxic damage to be doing as much, and I want to try and round out this Tailwind because when something else comes in, I'm going to have problems, especially if it's outspeeding me. You can guess by a team what she's got for the last two Pokemon, and I know one of them would be just too strong for Jinx, so I really wanted to try and get rid of that Tailwind just so I could, gain advantage of Jinx being max speed. So sorry, that was a bit of a stuff up there with the video. So anyway, I do go for the Psychic there. I know it's not doing too much. I was hoping for a special defense drop. If I could get one of them, that would do a lot more when I get the Frost Breath off. So I thought at least do that while I wear out my Behemoth here. Unfortunately, it is a kind of sack off, but it can't be helped. So she's just going to reset up the Tailwind, unfortunately, so I can't do too much there. I don't know what's happening with this damn video. Sorry. And I'm going to go for the Psychic. I don't know if that's going to stay or not, but we'll see later. Sorry guys if it does. I just love some of these problems sometimes with the computer. Anyway, so I'm finally getting enough damage from the Toxic. I'm hoping to go down next turn. And this thing's just going to keep roosting. As I said, I'm really pushing here for the special defense drop. But, I can't confirm whether I'm going to get it or not. I do get through the confusion though a lot here, which is good because usually more often than not I just don't. I just hit myself in confusion more often. And the same when I really desperately need to not get Rest Talk, I'll get Rest Talk. And you know how the luck goes for everybody else. So I'm still alive here. This Behemoth's still surviving on, even though I snap out of confusion this turn. So I go for Recover because now I'm thinking, well, he got the Tailwind back up, or she got the Tailwind back up, so I really want to wear the Tailwind back down. And I just realized Glace and her Oricorio here have a very similar outfits, which is actually really cool. I like that. I never noticed that. I don't even know if it was ever intentional or not, but there you go guys, and there you go Glace if you see this, if you didn't realize that, but I'm sure you most probably did. So I'm going to go down this turn, to the Toxic, and so I'm going to go down to the Toxic there, and it's all fine, but that's what I wanted to do. So I've worn out the Tailwind there, and I haven't got, I've got what I wanted out here, so I'm going to come back in with a Jinx. Now this Jinx I did swap out because I didn't want any of the Toxic damage, but I have Taunt on this Jinx, so I'm able to taunt this guy, so he actually has no moves he can use thanks to the fact that he has no attacking moves. And, this is in a situation here, she's either got to decide to leave this in and just hit herself with recoil after the struggle, or she's going to swap out, which I assumed she was going to swap out. I knew exactly what she was, knew pretty much what she was going to swap into because you got one that's definitely strong against me, so I went straight for the Lovely Kiss, and I missed. That is actually the first Lovely Kiss I've missed with Jinx, even though I've used it a fair few times. So this time I outspeed because there's no Tailwind. I get the Lovely Kiss off, thank goodness, because that thing could have wrecked me. So I'm going to put that thing straight to sleep, and I'm going to be able to use this to my advantage. So I'm starting to rack up the Toxic damage, so it's starting to look like a problem, but I do carry the Dream Eater, so I'm able to get Dream Eater off here, and does a nice big chunk, almost all the health, and able to recover a lot, which is going to keep me alive just that little bit longer. And Oricorio's still asleep there, so I'm like, okay, well, I know I can take him out with either move, but a lot of the time I find if I hit something with Dream Eater, a lot of the time the Pokemon will swap out afterwards because they think they can, catch me off guard. So I usually, or sometimes like this time, I'll go for the Frost Breath afterwards because I can take it out anyway, but if she did swap, something else is going to get hit instead of her swapping, and I'm just not able to touch something with a Dream Eater. So she brings this time in her Oricorio Pom Pom form, This is, you know, her last one with any attacking moves, so she really wants to be able to take Jinx out here, or at least Stormy, because she knows if I taunt the other Oricorio as the last one, she's pretty much done. Anyway, so that Oricorio obviously must have been an attacking set because it went straight down to that Frost Breath. And I'm going down to the Poison, so we're both onto our last Pokemon here. Her Oricorio is pretty much on full health. But here, guys, I'm just going to show you this Pokemon I'm bringing in. This little video I recorded of it on my phone, so yeah. I was literally just hatching eggs and stuffed up, and I ran into this guy in the grass. So this will explain his name. It was just a surprise and caught me off guard, no intention, so Horsurprise was the name. Now, if you're wondering, no, he doesn't have any good IVs or anything, so this is why I'm actually surprised more often than not. Why Mudsdale is in the PU tier. Like, I can stall so much with this guy with this set. It's a pain in the butt and people hate me, but I do. So we both exchanged Toxics there, and you know, she's not sure what sets I'm running, but I know exactly what she's running, so I know eventually she's going down to the Toxic. Even if she does recover, she can't get rid of that Toxic. But she doesn't know I am a Toxic, Earthquake, Rest, Sleep Talk set. Now on top of this, I also do have a, which doesn't appear in this battle, is a Mangara Berry, which boosts my special defense when I'm hit with a special attack. And then also I've got the stamina ability, so every time I hit with an attack, my defense boosts. So really, really stally set, and if you can get it into a situation at the end, it can stall out a lot of Pokemon. I've had it actually clutch in areas for me because, you know, people are running Pokemon that don't have too much super effective against me, and if they don't swap in, let's say they've got a physical water Pokemon, if they don't swap them in straight away, if I'm hit by another 1 or 2 moves and get a rest off, I'm full HP and I've got boosts in defense. So here I went for the rest just to get rid of the Toxic in case I did keep having myself in confusion. I wanted to try and not show off the rest too early, but then I was worried about the confusion getting in the way, and then I couldn't get a rest off. So, you know, guys, that's pretty much it, because at this stage she realised there's no way she can win. She hasn't got an attack to hit me with, can't crit me, and I'm able to rest it out, so she did forfeit there right at the end. So guys, I finally got to bring Horsurprise, which I've had sitting around in, which I really wanted to do, and yeah, that was I wanted to show this one off. But anyway, guys, if you did like that, please do Toxic that likes button, because it always does help. You know, if you have any suggestions, chuck them in the comments. It's always good to hear, and I want more feedback and things to do, because I'm got a list I'm working through, but it's always good to see what else you guys think I should do. Anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.